Hello everybody, I'm Ernest. Today we're going to talk about AK47. Got it today from Palmetto State Armory. And they kind of changed the game on their boxes. Well, at least I don't remember them having boxes so nice like this. But I thought I'd mention that. I like, oh, that's sort of a pretty box. Let me just tell you what comes with it. Comes with this little lock mechanisms. Anybody can tell me good use for them because I don't use them, and I got a drawer full of them. Anybody know? Oh, and the Palmetto stickers, of course, 2 of them, and it came with with this new sticker I've never seen before. It's got the palm tree and the cross cannons, you know, the Palmetto emblems, and the half moon. That's the I think that's the South Carolina flag. Has it on there. Comes with a manual, and let me check it. It's clear. So some of y'all want to see it. I cleared it. I know some people get nervous when you don't do that. But this was the Blem model, $5.99. I really can't find a Blem on it. I don't know where it's at. I don't know. This is my second AK. The first one I had was about 15 years ago. I had a Maldi, which is an Egyptian made, and it was pretty bad quality back then. I think I bought it in '99 or something like that, and I took the wood off it and I put the polymer stock on it and made it look like an AR kind of, and then I even sanded it down and painted it with black high heat paint because it was so poorly made. Now I kind of wish this one was a little rougher. I tend to now, it's like what everybody's doing is they like the old look, the old school look with wood and battle worn type AKs, and I might do that with this. Well, at least put wood on it or something. I don't know yet. Today is August 29, 2022, and 704 Tactical just advertised they have the plum ones for $6.29. So $30 more than this one. And that one comes with the Magpul furniture. It has the folding stock that's adjustable stock, and it comes with the Magpul foregrips up here with the M-locks on it. And it comes in plum only, but it's $6.29. I wish I just got this today and found out today that they had that sale. I would have bought that one over this one only because of the value. But I guess since I'm gonna change it over to wood, I guess it doesn't really matter, or maybe I'm not, I don't know. This is fairly easy to manipulate, although I'm a left-hand shooter, so not gonna do me much good. I'll have to move my right hand down here and manipulate it, but still it does move smoother than the one I remember. The one I had, that Maldi, I mean, it was cranked, and you had to force it. I remember cutting my knuckles on it and stuff. It was pretty poor quality. I didn't enjoy shooting that one, the Maldi, because the trigger, when I was shooting it, it had something like a little snapback or recoil to the trigger, and it would actually make my finger sore, that it got to the point where it was just unenjoyable to shoot. And it was inaccurate as hell. I mean, at 50 yards, I could maybe 3 inch group. And I remember I had to knock the sight all the way over. I don't remember to the right or left, but like it looked weird, the sight being knocked over so much. But that's the only way I could get it to sight in. At that time, I used a hammer and a punch to push it over and adjust it. Now I went to Amazon, and I bought this little adjusting tool. So you put it on there, and that will push the sight left or right. And it also has a little indentation right here on the end of the shaft. and you stick that in here and you can change the windage. This was $11 on Amazon. And I bought since this has a side rail for an optic, I bought a rail for it on Amazon, $17. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but I just bought it because of the price. It wasn't much, so I went ahead and bought it. Comes with one Magpul 30 rounder. I like this magazine. It's a 30 round magazine. This one's chambered in 7.62 by 39. I forgot to say that. The trigger, it has some creep to it, and then you hit like this thing unlock, yeah, and then it has like just a tiny wall. You barely even notice it. There's a wall right there, and it goes. So it's kind of, I don't know how it's going to shoot when I get, but I just hope it doesn't hurt my finger like the Model D did. Comes with a muzzle brake. My Model D didn't have a muzzle brake. I think it was during that band area where you couldn't have like 3 things. You couldn't have a muzzle brake, or you couldn't have a foregrip, or I don't remember. There was all kinds of wacky rules back in the 90s for these. Well, back then we called them assault rifles, but I just found out that you can't say that now because it's offensive. If you have to call them tactical or something like that. I don't know what. I'm not into all that politics stuff. I'm not really a gun person. I do have guns and I've been shooting for a while, but that's not. I just shoot, and I got a phone, and I like to make videos, and that's what I do. Has a standard AK sight. It looks pretty square as far as I could tell. I heard some people say sometimes he's a little bit off and anything. I haven't shot an AK in probably 15 years or longer. I can't remember. I can't remember really. I sold mine. I wish I would have kept the wood and I could use it on this, because it was beat up wood, and that would have probably really finished out the look here. This link to pull for me is pretty comfortable. It's pretty comfortable. I don't see no problem with it. It doesn't feel like cramp or anything. I don't know what it looks like to you on there on the in the video, but the magazine comes out good. It feels to engage good. Very little movement. Most of the videos that I've seen of these AKs, they don't have much problems with these. I can tell you that Model D I have, even though it was it looked horrible and the trigger hurt my finger, I don't remember it ever jamming. It just kept going. So, but I just didn't like shooting it. It would hurt my finger. I just couldn't shoot no more at that point. I don't know what was wrong with it or anything. Yeah, this is a PF3. I mean, GF3, the Generation 3. And the deal with Generation 3, it has forged trunnion, right where the bullet goes in. The forged, this part here, I think is forged, the bolt carrier, and the bolt itself inside. So those are supposed to be better. I'm pretty sure my Model D was cast, but it never gave me a problem. I don't know much about it. I know these are forged. The rivets look flush. I used to do sheet metal in aircraft, so I used to shoot rivets on aircrafts. So these look like good rivets to me, as far as I can tell. There's the optical rail that mount's gonna go on there. That $17 mount. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but we'll find out. And I'll do a video on all that stuff and bring you up to date. Bayonet lug, no cleaning rod. I remember I had one on my Model D, because back then when you bought an AK, it had a cleaning rod. But from what I remember, they used to rattle. But a lot of people like it because they want to keep that, again, the old school look, the wood. back then in the 90s, we were converting them into polymer, you know. And now the wood parts are like $120 for the whole set. Back in the day, you could buy them like at a gun show, $8 for the stock, because everybody was taking them off and putting on these polymer parts on there. But times have changed, and everybody wants the old school look. And to be honest with, I guess it influenced me too, because I want the old school look too. You know, I want the battle worn AK, and you know, it just kind of watched too many movies, I guess. It comes with slings. It has a sling here, point, and one up here at the front. Standard sights. I don't know. Did I mention that? Standard sights. Stamp the top cover there. I'm hoping for good things, and I'm excited to be in the AK game again. Well, little by little, I'll see what I'm going to do with it. First thing I'm going to do is sight it in and make sure it works and everything. Then I'll move to the optics, and I'll just try that little cheap red dot I have and see how well I like that. And little by little, it'll come together, and it'll evolve into what I wanted. I'm thinking wood, and maybe one of those cheese grater top parts here, but I don't know yet. Maybe I'll go fully tactical and put the folding stock and make it all like that. I've seen the rails that go all the way down here. I kind of like that look too. Maybe put the rail all the way down here, and then this part wood, or something like that. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I'm wide open right now. Let me know what you think, what your favorite version of the AK is. But I'm pretty excited about it. I'm looking forward to shooting it. And I got nothing else to say. So I'll see you next time.